you doing? How you enjoying the summer so far? How's that smoke? You know, last week, I tell you what, you got to adjust to whatever happens to you in life. You know, so last week I said to the wife, I said, you know, it's so smoky outside, maybe we'll pick up some salmon. So what we did, we picked up some salmon, hung it outside, and we had some smoked salmon that night. How's that? Yeah, it's not bad, eh? Well, I tell you, you know, with the climate change and all that now, you know, I can hardly wait till Olivia Chow starts those cooling centers and having those oxygen tanks at the same time, those oxygen masks. You know, people could go in there and go, take a glass of water and you're good, you know? That's what's gonna happen soon, don't worry. You know, in Europe, you know, it's so bad in Europe. They had about 10,000 people, you know, in France alone, 90% of them seniors. And they all died because of the heat. It's so bad there that in Venice, the canals have dried right up. Now they're using mules to take people around the canals. And, you know, the Loire Valley, the river beds dried up. And now you can guarantee that your 2026 vintage Loire wine will be very high in alcohol. Very ripe grapes, I'll tell you. And then, of course, in Iceland, I mean, there's so many, you know, the warm weather is so warm in Europe that Iceland's going to drop ice from their name. It's just going to be land from now on. Yeah, that's true. And so, you know, next year, my wife's from Iceland. She's sitting over there. Next year, we'll just go to land, you know. And in Greenland, you know, the Vikings called Greenland because they knew it was all ice. Because when they were in Iceland, they said, well, we'll call Greenland because everyone will think it's green there and go there. Well, now it's true, it's Greenland. It's green. I'll tell you, it's green. And the thing is, it's so green now, they're building soccer fields, and the FIFA World Cup, there are going to be 64 countries 4 years from now. And they're thinking of, Greenland's thinking of fielding a team and trying to qualify for the FIFA Olympics, the soccer. But their jersey's going to be sealskin. So when the opposition grabs them by the jersey, they'll go, oh, you know, it's too slippery. They won't be able to hold on to them. No, it's true. Well, you can believe me if you want, or you don't have to. So anyway, you know, I'm retired. I'm 67.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I do DoorDashes, Uber Eats, and Skip the Dishes. I have 3 businesses going on. I'm quite an entrepreneur. And all 3. And sometimes at the same time, I just kind of go like this. Whatever's the best order, I just take it. That's all I do. So retirement for me, I'll tell you, retirement. 40 years ago, my dad retired. He would have been 100 this year. He's not around anymore, but 40 years ago, he retired. He had a nice company pension, lots of money in the bank, mortgage paid off, stuff like that. And he didn't have to work. And he was retired, right? So everyone thinks of retired as being not working. But most people nowadays, like me, have to work past that 65. And I thought about the word retired. And it doesn't make sense for somebody who's 65 or older, who's not working. They should have a different name. Let me explain. Retired. You divide it up. Re is to do something over again. Like redo, re-app, replay, see or do something over again. And tired is when you're tired. So you spend 40 years, 45 years working for somebody, you're tired, and you got a job, you're ramping up things, you're taking the kids to soccer, you're tired. At 65, you're not supposed to be tired anymore. So why am I retired? Well, it's a perfect thing, because I'm still working, and I'm tired all over again. So instead, people who are 65 and older, who are not working, should just say, I'm not working. Of course, if you're 20, you can't say that, because you're not tired yet. That's my show for tonight. Gotta go. Thank you. Great audience.